it's that time of the year where you need to be more attentive, more focused, and be more smart. Yes, I'm talking about the exam season, the most dreadful and the most fearsome season for students. Studying for a longer period of time, exhausting your brain won't get you higher grades. Though studying it the correct way will get you higher grades. Don't worry guys, I have created a clear roadmap for you guys which will help you to study less and still get better grades. Yeah, I have discussed many important points in this video. Do you ever feel like you are just sitting there studying for hours but still not able to remember anything? And the last one is the most important and my favorite one. So without further ado, let's begin. Alright, let's get down to business. The first thing you need to know is that not all tasks are created equal. Let's face it, we have all been there staring at our to-do list thinking, where do I even begin? Here's the deal. The most important skill you can learn is to prioritize your tasks. And trust me, it's not hard as it sounds. Alright, here's a hack that's gonna change the game for you. Study sprints. No, it's not any kind of fitness challenge, but trust me, your brain will feel the adrenaline rush. Pomodoro technique is a study method that involves working in 25 minutes interval followed by a 5-minute break. That's it. Simple, but it works like a charm. Why does this work? Because your brain is not ready to work for hours together. If you are trying to study 3 hours straight, then you are just telling your brain to burn out. If you focus for just 25 minutes, your brain stays sharp and feel that adrenaline rush whenever the timer goes off. And those 5-minute breaks, they are the key. Stand up, stretch, grab a snack, go through Instagram, but don't get sucked in. These little breaks just refresh you and saves you from becoming a zombie in those study sessions. The Pomodoro technique is great because it builds momentum. You hit 125-minute sprint and then you are like, okay, let's go for another one. It's just like you're sprinting but not in a marathon way. It's a sprint but you don't get burnt out. Start using this method and I'll assure you, you'll feel way more productive and you'll get more stuff done in less time. Guaranteed. But that's based on how you do it. Okay, if you want to study less and get more grade, then there is only one enemy you need to destroy, and that is distractions. I know it's hard. Your phone is basically attached to your hand at this point, but let me be real. You won't get anything done if your Instagram feed is a swipe away. You need to treat your study time like a sacred ritual. No distractions at all. Turn off your phone's notification or use apps like Forest to keep yourself off or social media. Or better, you can keep your phone in the drawer while you study. Trust me, I know it seems tough, but every time you check your phone for a notification, you are just breaking your focus. It might seem you are taking a quick sneak peek, but that's how you waste 20 minutes of your time. Yep, I'm just being real. When you're studying, you have got to go all in. Be ready for the success by creating a distraction-free environment. Find a quiet space, put on some chill study music if it works, but you will be amazed by how much work you can get done by giving your full attention and focus towards the task you are doing at the time. Yep, here is something you might not know. Active learning. It is way more effective than passive learning. Let me break it down for you. If you are just sitting there looking at your textbook and trying to memorize everything, that's not going to work. And that's just hoping that the information sticks, which, spoiler alert, it won't. Instead, you have to actively engage with your study materials. Take notes, ask questions, explain about the topic you are reading to your friend or family member. Like anything which makes your brain to process the information. If you are studying for a history test, then don't think you are reading French Revolution. Take take points of important events, make mind maps, teach anyone about it. When you can explain something in your own words, that means that you really understand it. This is how you start retaining information for a long term and not just for a test. And here's the kicker. Active learning helps your brain, be engaged with the study material and stops you from zoning out, which is what happens when you do passive learning. So next time you sit down to study, think how you can actively engage with your study material, and it will help you remember it 10 times much better. Let's go. Success isn't built one of all-nighters. It's built consistently on daily efforts. That's why establishing a solid routine is so important. It doesn't matter if you are a morning person or a night owl. Find a study routine that works the best for you and stick to it. Consistency is the secret sauce here. When you make studying a regular part of your day, it doesn't feel like this huge task you have to cram in few hours. It becomes a part of your normal rhythm. Maybe you study for 45 minutes in the morning, take a break, then study another 45 minutes in the afternoon. Or maybe you study for 2 hours at night. Whatever works for you, make it consistent. You will build a momentum and start seeing big improvements without feeling like you are constantly cramming. The key is not doing all at once, but doing it consistently over time. That's how you avoid burnout and make studying feel less like a burden. Build your routine, stick to it, and you will see your grades improve and touch skyrocket or go up like a skyrocket.
Okay, let's talk about memory hacks. You know those little tricks that help you memorize things 100 times easier? Mnemonics, baby! These are memory aids that help you remember difficult concepts. For example, in biology, you can use acronyms, and PEDMAS in maths, remembering the order of operations like parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Yes, I still remember it. Or how about my very educated mothers just served us nachos for remembering the planets in our solar system.
Let's talk about something that most students overlook, and that is sleep. Yep, the thing you try to avoid when you have exams and you try to cram. Yeah, that's a very magical thing and you need it. See, if you pull all-nighters and expect your brain to perform at its best all the time, then nope, you are expecting wrong stuff. And if you do pull like all-nighters, like 3 days in a row you pull all-nighters, your brain's cooked. Yep, that's what I can say. So sleep is when your brain consolidates memories and processes everything you learned. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much, but it processes everything you have learned. So if you don't sleep enough and pull all-nighters, you are just you are disservicing your brain. Yep, come on, you have to accept it. There is no exception in that. Make sure you are getting at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. I know it's hard with all the assignments piling up and you have many other stuff to do, but here is the deal. If you try to study or do any assignments while you are sleep deprived, then you are just basically wasting your time. Like, think you are gonna write an essay on the French Revolution, and if you are sleep deprived while writing this essay, then I'm sure you are gonna make so many mistakes and waste your time correcting it. So it's better that you have sleep. So prioritize your sleep just like you would prioritize your big exam. Do you ever feel like you are just sitting there studying for hours but still not able to remember anything what you have learned? It's not your mistake. Actually, it is your mistake because long and drawn out study sessions won't work. You have to give your brain rest so that it can focus and regain its focusing energy. And yeah, you can use the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of studying, 5 minutes of break, and repeat that and all that stuff. I explained it, so I won't waste your time. And you can make stories of what you have learned and you can make stories of what you are learning in your own words. You can write, you can note it down in your own words, and make sure you don't write more like long paragraphs, or else you are just you will be cooked if you write long paragraphs. So write keywords and key points. If you are ready to level up your productivity level game even further, then make sure you click on my 7 secrets to manage time one, like that video. I guarantee that video will teach you how to manage your time like a true boss. And hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, and do subscribe to, wait for more awesome content. I'm coming soon, and I will see you in that video. So bye, and all the best for your exams.